Hello, we're going to discuss our research of Myer retail experience. So first of all, we're going to talk about the market background, which Myer is the Australian's largest department store at the moment. He won the Department Store of the Year in 2017 by Roy Morgan Research. Currently, Myer has 17.6% of the market share, and it has 67 stores across the country. They offer seamless shopping and omni-channel experience, so they consider brick and mortar stores and also online shopping. Myer's target audience are segmented in 5 different segments: millennials, fashion forward, high value, affordable fashion, and discount value. Myer's strategy currently is focusing on high value customers, which are mainly females that seek products and experience that suit their lifestyle. They want high quality items, but also convenient channels and the most trendy items at the moment. So one of their priorities is focused on how to purchase easy and fast every time. Their purchases represent a total of 7% of the share of wallet, and their expenditure is around $4,600 annually. Myer's stores are located in well-known CBD areas and shopping centers in the main cities of Australia. They are clustered in 4 categories: flagship, premium, mainstream, and community. Flagship, premium, mainstream, and community. Flagship and premium stores are the business priorities at the moment because they attract high value and fashion forward segments, because they spend twice the average of others segments, and they have shown a growth of 2% during the last year. These stores are the shopping destination for foreigners and high-income shoppers. The strategy for this type of stores are focused on value generation, because they want to be more appealing to different segments such as discount value and affordable fashion, and get more productive floors with a new department called My Clearance. Myer's store experience is inspired in the love of shopping, so they're not just delivering a transactional dynamic, but also a premium environment with complementary services that appeals to an experiential retail. So for instance, they have food and drinks, grooming for men, hair and beauty for women, and professional and high level with professional and high level salons. In order to drive traffic and leverage its offer, they have been innovating with experiential services in store and different events and activation with partners, for example ice skating rinks, cafes, and pop-up shops. And also they have been delivering a new service. It's called Click and Connect, where customers can buy online and then pick up their items in the store. So it's encouraging customers to come to the store and increasing possible purchases. Based on the trading area analysis, we can say that the most profitable stores are the ones located in the CBD. So they are the primary areas. The secondary areas are the ones that are in the outside suburbs, which represent around 20% of the sales. And lastly, the tertiary area is comprised by all of those shoppers that buy occasionally and for specific situations.
So based on our field research that we have conducted on Myer, there are a few issues that we'd like to bring into attention. One being the store format. So what we realized that there was a lot of inconsistency in the way the products were placed. For example, in the women's section, you would find winter wear or summer wear all together under one brand, and the same repeated for the different 15 brands that are displayed on the store. So when a customer wants to buy something, he has to go back and forth between the brands, whereas in the men's section we figured that they were all aligned together. For example, all the suits and ties were in one section and informal wear was in another section. Another issue that we found out was with the customer loyalty, that all the programs right now are very incentive based and they're all to drive up the sales of the company, but none of them have actually focused on creating an emotional connection or a relationship with the buyer when they're making the purchase. So with this, the customers might not be loyal as much as Myer would like them to be. Another issue could be that because of the number of brands that are displayed on the floor, Myer is not focusing so much attention on their label as much as other clients. With competitors, apart from the local brands, international brands which has penetrated into the Australian market like H&M, Zara, Gap or Uniqlo, give Myer very fierce competition as they have higher access to supply chain and market share that allows them to offer products at a cheaper cost. The large international population in Australia also plays to the advantage of these international brands, as customers are more likely to shop with the brands that they're already familiar with. With customer service, the issue that we noted was that even on the floor, the staff were never to be found when the customers needed them. So it could be a fact that either they are understaffed or the allocation of their jobs hasn't been done correctly. And another comment by the staff which has been raised to the senior management is that they do not feel part of Myer, so which could affect their attitude in terms of how they interact with customers when they come on the floor, which means that they could be delivering subpar levels of service. In their marketing communication strategy, there is a mismatch, because once where Myer was known for high-end fashion and high-end customer is now trying to appeal to economic benefit and bargain-minded customers. So although they are targeting mainstream and community stores for lower income and lower power of purchase, their communication is very aspirational and high valued, which could confuse the customers about what Myer is actually trying to say here. Another point to note here is that Myer's social media strategy hasn't been thought and hasn't been given attention to, where they do not encourage participation or any interaction with their customer when they give complaints or any feedbacks. Rather that they just reply with generic comments, which has not established their brand identity on social media. With regards to technology, the issue here lies in the fact that Myer is not an innovator in retail space, as it adopts technology based on what the competitors are already doing. For example, in response to online retail and the growing trend with eBay and Amazon, Myer launched Myer Market, which is their online space to sell their products and host other suppliers. It is also one of the late adopters when it comes to RFID technology, where Woolworths have been leveraging this since 2008. Myer recently started testing this in 2018.
So our recommendation for Myers is basically based on customer service with three different factors. The first one is staff training, in terms of improving and developing new skills to perform better, and promote alignment in the way they dress, so they can avoid confusion and be more easily recognizable, and also communicate brand attributes. The second one is improve brand touch points by providing information of product available in store, so with relevant signage. And in third place, managing data that can be used by using CRM for instance, for complaint register, and also to improve online shopping.
Our second recommendation is regarding marketing communications. So the first one being need for a specific strategy. So in case Myer needs to appeal to millennials, they need to make sure that there is a separate branding and a communication strategy that makes sure that they are appealing to that particular market segment. Another one is that about the advertisements, which are currently focused on only women and the elite women working class. They need to also look into the other segments that they want to focus on, for example, men or younger crowd as such as mentioned earlier. And the last suggestion would be to improve its personality on social media, as right now they appear to be very boring and they do not encourage much participation. So they need to bring a personality and encourage people to interact with them on social media.